Mio has a solid lead, and sure, you know, the movements from We Are have found kills, but it hasn't been the big kills. It has just been the supports, the cores on the side lanes for Yellow Submarine, still farming away very happily. But we're seeing, of course, the build from Yatoro. He's going to go for the Battle Fury, and you would imagine the Ags is going to come somewhere down the line, you know, so he does have that very solid answer to the PL and his army of illusions.
Makes sense. Top, they're looking to react, try to help out this tower here.
Got the Chrono.
Yatoro's here.
Onto the two of them. There's the setup. There's got the bolt coming down with the Sunstrike. It's not enough damage to kill off We Are, though. We Are still able to jump to the side, but the arena's out.
Miracle.
It traps GH and Miracle. Miracle does manage to doppelganger out the side, but they're chasing. Tornado, EMP's out from Mio. He's got the further catch. Miracle will get burst out. The Fear pushing RMN away, making sure there's no extra save available from him. Collapse gets the angle with the spear. They've found themselves a third kill. As Yellow Submarine, again, bringing out the same high level of plays that we saw from them in Game 1.
Such good positioning there, too, by the Void again, right? Like, these guys are just very good with their shot calling. They know exactly where the fight seems to be coming before it happens. They have their heroes in position for it. And look, Mio, like, already rotating toward mid immediately, not slowing down. I'm gonna have Blink Dagger at a very early time on this Mars, too, for him to get those setups. Just perfect utilization of their ultimates, and want to see Nigma try to do something while at least two are down right now at the moment. Mind control, though. Sobad's actually... Is he going for this alone?
And they've got the Sunstrike! Is it enough damage? It's not. RMN in just in time to offer at the Phase Edict, and Sobad's going to get punished for that one. Without Oracle being there, probably would have been enough damage between the two of them with that burst.
Yeah.
RMN able to offer up that safety, making sure that the hit from the Shadow Realm didn't do that bit of magic damage.
Pretty huge. As Mind Control now, with that, he has the Blink. So now they can look to much easily set up actually initiating a fight, because otherwise it was just Weehaw having to commit forward pretty hard to set up for those. This is going to make it a lot easier.
Oh, as time goes by, I mean, Mio is on track for a very good Ags time.
He is.
With this Aghanim's Rush build. It has paid off, you know. He's only left mid when it was essential to do so, and that one movement where he left mid to go up top was a fantastic play. You know, he got so much out of that. The two kills. You know, this has just been incredibly efficient Invoker play this game.
Yeah. Immediately when Mars ult is back up too, no hesitation. They look for a smoke. They have the Blink on him as well. Sobad also has his Terrorize available again, so they're incredibly strong right here. Looks like Nigma's trying to set up onto Mio in mid, as he's been showing himself quite a lot. But he's being careful.
See down bottom.
They see the Moonlight, but an instant TP rotation. They're setting up for this.
I mean, We Are stepping under the tower range there. They're fully aware of the Void Spirit hanging around.
The Void showed himself top. See what Nigma does with that information, as Weehaw is pushing forward a little bit here, but RMN, he steps too far forward.
Oh, and Weehaw
too.
In the combo. They get the Fear into the double hit from the Bramble. So bad, but the full control, he just straight up soloed Weehaw.
That was actually perfect. The Fear, double Bramble into the Curse Charm, popping right at the end of it, and he just has all the damage.
Dude, these guys are good. These guys are good. Yellow Submarine, ladies and gentlemen. In Game 1, they look pretty hot, and this Game 2, I mean, 15 minutes in, this is going even better for them than Game 1. And that, you know, changes have been made. This time around, Nigma's got GH back in the squad.
Yep.
So far, it doesn't really seem to be making too much of a difference. Yellow Submarine's still coming out on top of these lanes.
And with their heroes, if they do end up like with this such a good start, if it continues to progress like this, they will have damage to deal with those PL illusions. That was the one thing I was concerned about them in later stages, but they're off to such a great start.
Yeah.
They'll find the Poshka bottom again, but it's just these supports that keep dying, it feels.
I mean, it is just across the cores, Collapse, Mio, and Yatoro. It's just one death on the Void. That's all there's been. Nigma just haven't managed to find the opportunities to really get and punish the carries this game on Yellow Submarine side. They do find the Deny on the mid tower, so able to take at least away some of that gold benefit, but still the farm is just rolling in for these heroes. Just 600 gold away from the Aghanims on Mio. And you know, this Void, he's had this top half of the map completely to himself. There's been no interruption for Yatoro. He's going to hit a very quick Mask of Madness Battle Fury timing, considering the pressure that he was getting against him in the lane. And with this Battle Fury timing, unless Miracle's able to get the defusal and start finding kills, this Void he's going to get very, very far ahead of anyone else in the game.
Absolutely. Bottom, Miposhka, he has a Glimmer already. He's likely to go down anyway, though, from all that
magic damage. It just seems like part of the plan, right? Yep. Miposhka's dying. Who cares on Yellow Submarine? I don't think any of them care.
Nope, they have Collapse stacking and farming jungle. They have the Void farming jungle. They have Mio finishing his Aghanims. So they're up. Yep, they're all. I think they're perfectly fine with all that is happening at the moment. Mind Control is looking to hunt, but Forge Spirit catches him out, sees him making the move.
I mean, they've got to find the Invoker or the Void, at least. You know, you said it yourself. From the heroes, they've got killing potential, right? You know, at this stage, especially with the build going for the Ags, nothing to really save himself. They have got that Fissure into Arrow, also having the Blink. You know, they theoretically have ways to get these kills. They just haven't been able to do so. They're going to try now with the Moonlight Shadow setup, see if they can find something big. But they're playing pretty safe. I mean, Mio's out of there. So bad. I mean, he, again, would not mind if they do go onto him.
They got the sentry down. They see them now for a second. They saw Mind Control. And they throw the dust. It doesn't quite catch RMN yet. We sneak in with this ward here.
They're very deep in enemy territory, but not quite under any of their vision.
But they can't get anything out of it. They get at least some deep vision. That's actually pretty important. Very deep wards to be able to watch the movements coming out from this team. From this big team fight that's coming out from Yellow Submarine 2. Miposhka sees GH attacking from the high ground, so now he pings out the ward, and they're going to probably get a double D ward now because of that. They kill the top ward, and now they're very likely to kill the bottom one. But maybe they'll kill Miposhka for it.
It's yeah, dead in charge for what, third time in a row from Miposhka, but still it doesn't seem to be too much of a problem. As top lane, they're setting up on Miracle. Ooh, a little off with the timing. Whipping the timing there, Collapse.
He did it the right way, too. He threw the spear before the ulti to try to do the perfect connection.
He did.
It's so close.
Yeah, it didn't sort of get the arena placement out where he was actually at the far end of it. It was too central, so there wasn't the timing for the wall to be built up. And he's almost only going to lose his life for this one. Left behind. No escape for Collapse. As they will manage to run him down. An important kill there for Miracle. He's able to get that gold. They need this PL to get the farm, to get himself back on top. And a bit of a misplay there from Collapse does hand it to Nigma.
Yep. I mean, it was very close to him actually just catching it and then them just killing him. So it's a risk he took.
And I might get more here.
Arrow.
They can find so bad, but yeah, just coming in a little late there from GH. Doesn't get the connection after the Fissure, and yet Toro, he's thinking about turning. He has the Chrono. He might just get the Mind Control, as the two of them are surrounded. RMN does have False Promise, so Yatoro is going to have that in mind when looking to commit onto these two. Mind Control is going to attempt to turn with the Echo. They've got the burst. It's enough damage. Heads up turnaround there from Nigma, as Yatoro trying to bite off a little more than he can shoot. So now we are further setup. Yules into the Remnant. For so bad. So bad. Will go down as well. Nigma able to find an opening. As Yellow Submarine do kind of hand it to them there.
Huge though.
Over-aggression there from the Void trying to run in. It has to respect the stuns. You know, sure, hasn't been happening too much from Nigma earlier, but we do see. You know, you get hit by that one opener, you're just going to get locked down and get burst at this stage with just a Battle Fury and a Mask of Madness.
Yeah, absolutely. And now Miracle has taken that top lead farm spot because of those two mistakes. This time we are seeing them making a couple of those, unlike in the last game when they played pretty perfectly.
Some solid stuff here from Nigma to even the playing field once more. Aghanims well on the way here for Weeheart. It's 1,400 gold to go off the back of that bit of action. And they've got their eyes around this mid lane. See what sort of a jump they can get. But Collapse and Miposhka waiting in the trees. Doing their best to hold on to these towers, make sure that they don't lose this big tier 1 to Nigma at this stage of the game.
And definitely got rattled a bit there. There's no Echo Slam though, so I definitely want to see them playing a little bit more aggressive, looking for this fight here, looking for at least a couple pickoffs. But I think they're also probably feeling like, man, our Voids is so farmed. He got away with going for Mask of Madness Battle Fury in this game. Maybe we don't need to force the issue so hard. But yeah, there's no Echo, so.
Yeah, as sort of things scale on, it's going to be Miracle that's the big issue. You know, that's the question of, you know, are Yellow Submarine ready to tackle PL in the later stages? Because Miracle's on track to hitting, you know, critical mass at a good pace. He's back on top of the net worth, getting involved in that little bit of a turnaround. He's got the Yasha, the Diffusal, getting that Abyssal on as well, so they have that extra opener, extra lockdown, especially with these heroes trying to get the BKBs online. Mio is halfway towards his.
Up top. There's the Chrono. mini little Cataclysm will be enough damage, level 4.
Well, actually on the verge of finishing off that tier 2 tower top. A lot of damage to be done, Mio. Hunting. The Ghost Ward, the arrow will connect onto the Dark Willow. Weehaw with that final astral step will be able to burst him down. Over towards mid they go. They've got the detection onto Miposhka. Nigma playing themselves a second. I mean, Sobad wants to turn Collapse. He's going to commit, tries to get the spear connection, but won't find it. Now Miracle, he's just going to turn onto Collapse. Yatoro jumps in. He's looking for a target. Can he find though? He's getting his mana drained. They've got to help out Yatoro. The route into the arrows there. Nigma, they're going to have a good shot at finishing off the Void. Can they do so? They can. They've found Yatoro. Remnant set up there as well. Onto Mio. Huge kills for Nigma in the river as Miracle gets the double.
And he's getting
Yellow
online.
Submarine, they're starting to get shaken up pretty big this time round here in game 2 as Nigma taking back control of this action. And Miracle, he's 2k ahead of the Void. That's sort of a second time in a row where the Faceless Void, he's just struggled to really get into the fights.
Struggled to get in, and that was without Echo Slam. So that was their fight to win, and they're unable to actually do so because they didn't have every single one of their spells up. And now it's a Roche too that could potentially go down. Some big mistakes coming out from Yellow Submarine, and Nigma capitalizing. They're going to have an Ags. Actually, the Ags is done on Weehaw.
Oh, they're hunting for more. They might even find this Dark Willow. GH not quite able to get the arrow out in time. Has pushed them away from the pit. Roshan, it's going down not too quickly, so maybe an opportunity for Yellow Submarine to get over and do something about this. It's a half HP. Yellow Submarine, they've got to get over it quickly. They do have the arena back up. No Chronosphere though for 50 seconds. So it's going to be all about their arena. Weehaw and GH doing their best to guard the area around the pit collapse. He's going to jump in. Cataclysm's out. They'll burst down the Mirana. There's the Echo though. Straight away, Mind Control jumps in. He's found the 3-man. Is there the follow-up? There's the silence onto Collapse. And Miposhka, they're back in the way. The silence as well from these pulses, halting Yatoro's movements. He's now going to turn towards Mind Control. In fact, the Deafening Blast, they're pushing Miracle back. They've killed off the Shaker. Can they kill off this PL? Miracle straight over towards Miposhka. Can he finish him? Another doppelganger jump forward. Will allow him to get the kill. Yatoro trying to stand his ground against Miracle, but there's too many illusions. Yatoro had to jump up over to the side. They can't clear these illusions out in time. The false promise is there from RMN, keeping Miracle more than safe as they take down Yatoro yet again. Over they go with the Yules into Remnant, onto Collapse. They're just waiting whilst Miracle gets some heals up from RMN. They're looking at charging in onto Collapse. He's underneath the tier 2s, but Weehaw is still ready to play in deep and aggressive as they kill off the Mars. Mio's hiding in the trees, but Weehaw's found him, jumping over. It's a team wipe. Miracles get the triple kill. And at this stage, now 20 to 10, 6k lead. The last few events massively resulting in a huge win for Nigma. This is starting to look a little rough for Yellow Submarine. They're starting to fall apart.
Yeah, those big ultis, the cooldown's really starting to hurt them there as Nigma doesn't have to, like we said, they only really have to rely on Echo. They're still pretty strong to fight without it. And Weehaw getting this Aghanim's timing at a pretty fast pace. They don't have anything to dispel it. It catches like 3 or 4 heroes with multi-hero silences. Back to back, the fight just becomes way too difficult for you to do anything. And now, this PL, who's already up to level 19 off of these last 8 minutes, has an Aegis.
And again, Weehaw, he's got the catch onto the Willow, making some very nice moves with the Yules this game. As soon as he had that accident, as you said, Weehaw's involvement in the fight has just been incredible. 6-1 and 9. An excellent Weehaw performance this match.
And look at how aggressive they're playing now because of this. Just it's constantly snowballing. As Miposhka is under 2 wards. And he's going to get chain stun. The arrow's already, I think it's the arrow. Is it released? Or did he use it before? I can't see it. I think it was used before.
He's used it before, yeah. It's 5 seconds ago. He must have chucked it out somewhere.
Either way, very likely to die.
Yeah. Mind Control's on top of him as the Fisher, and the burst from RMN. Should be enough. I mean, Collapse has got the blink and arena. I mean, do you think there's going to be any temptation for them to try and take? They do have Chrono. I mean, Mio and Yatoro are off to the side. If you're Yellow Submarine, do you try and fight this? Do you collapse him from the mid lane and the top lane and turn around on Nigma?
You did see Miracle bottom. I think there's a chance they might actually just full commit into this fight. I think they might have to, yeah. Might be a pretty decent opportunity for them if they're able to catch these heroes. And they need it real bad in this game, because like we said, they're far